Assalamu alaikum. The title of our lesson is Types of Reproduction, Asexual Reproduction. Before you start, please sit in a quiet place, prepare your tools, follow your teacher's instructions, ask using the platform, and repeat the video more than once. Now please prepare your science worksheet book, a notebook to take notes, and a pencil. At the end of this video, you will be able to specify the main conditions for asexual reproduction. In the previous video we took the types of cells, body cells and sex cells. The types of sex cells are sperm and ovule. The conditions of sexual reproduction are presence of two parents and fertilization. Fertilization is the union between the sperm and the ovule to produce a fertilized egg which develops into a new living thing. The offspring in sexual reproduction are similar to their parents. Now it's time to start with asexual reproduction. From the previous video, sexual reproduction requires the presence of two parents. However, asexual reproduction requires the presence of only one parent. But how can a living thing reproduce from one parent? One example is by division. Now, please open your science worksheet book on worksheet 3 part B to know more about asexual reproduction. Let's read the text and then observe the figure. Some living things, unicellular and multicellular, reproduce asexually. The following figure represents a unicellular organism, Paramecium, that reproduces asexually. If we observe this figure, here we will see the Paramecium grows and grows, and then it constricts in the middle in order to divide into two identical Paramecia. Let's watch this process in a video. During asexual reproduction, the Paramecium grows and becomes able to reproduce. Then, the Paramecium constricts in the middle. And finally, the Paramecium divides into two identical Paramecia. Now, please pause the video and solve numbers 1, 2, and 3. Number 1. How can we confirm that the living thing in the figure is reproducing? If we remember the definition of reproduction, it is the production of a new living thing. And in this figure, there is production of new living thing. Also, the number of living things increased. So, there is production of new living thing and increase in the number of living things. So, the living thing is reproducing. Number 2. Justify why this type of reproduction is not sexual. Since there is no presence of two parents, male and female. Number 3. List the necessary conditions for sexual reproduction. Presence of both male and female, and fertilization. So, asexual reproduction requires the presence of only one parent, and the offspring are identical to their parent. Now please pause the video again and solve the evaluation table, part C, number 1. Fill in the table to differentiate between sexual and asexual reproduction. The parents' number in sexual reproduction are 2 parents. However, in asexual reproduction, it requires only 1 parent. Now the sex cells. Sexual reproduction requires the presence of sperm and ovule. However, asexual reproduction does not need sex cells. The offspring in sexual reproduction are similar to their parents. However, during asexual reproduction, the offspring are identical to their parent. Number 2. Compare orally the shape of the offspring to that of the parents. The offspring are identical to their parents. As a summary, the condition for asexual reproduction is presence of only 1 parent. The offspring in asexual reproduction are identical to the parent. Thank you for watching.